Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duel Links video. Now this looks promising, but I'm waiting for Mizar to screw this up. Anyway, I've gone on some very weird tangents today. I hope some of them were entertaining, even if they seemed to be weird out of context. Honestly, I don't even know why I started a conversation about certain shit, so, good luck trying to figure out that one, because I don't even know if I can provide context. I mean, some things just leave my mouth at random. And when you're making content on YouTube, you don't want to be boring, do you? And I think that is my main goal with these videos, is at least to avoid being boring. And even if some people don't like what I make, there are some people that will. And also, I'd like to go on more meaningful tangents than whatever. Like, let's see, I've come up with tangents on YouTube comment sections. Why did I go into that? That seems kind of weird, but okay, sure. Let's see, what else? About my sister and how toxic she is. Okay, no one asked. Let's see, anything else? Seriously, there has to be something else. There is always something else. That is what I've learned from being alive. Okay, I also went on this weird tangent about how I haven't dueled a person in GX World yet. As though I don't duel other people from other worlds. I mean, look at this video, for example. I'm dueling Mizar from Zexal World. There is no other Mizar, to my knowledge, but I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. And we very rarely are, because I just had to be as insane as possible. But I can try. Poorly. Honestly, I don't think this is ideal, actually. I think to do a proper duel, I would need Megamorph. But I don't think I should complain too much, because maybe I'll at least take out his life points. Oh, okay, hello Megamorph. Let's see. I think it's a bit late now, to be honest. I mean, I already have the cards on the field. I definitely don't want to ruin everything. Especially if there's something good to be gained from this duel. I just hope he doesn't destroy this. It's a nice, lovely duel, isn't it? My field is great! Now what will I do after this duel? Any number of things, really. Okay, now what are you doing? Okay, hold on a second. What does that do? Okay, you're excused. For now. I think it's more likely that he's going to try to summon number 107. But every now and then he summons a card that destroys a spell or trap on my field. Which is cursed. But he does that. With alarming frequency. And you might be like, what do you mean alarming frequency? I've dueled him off screen a bunch of times. I'm sure you guys are aware of this, considering the number of duels I've had against him is on screen. But maybe some people really are curious. I wouldn't know. I mean, sometimes I just misread text and tone. I'm not necessarily the most aware person out there when it comes to certain things. I mean, social cues tend to be a weakness of mine. So, I'm just remembering some of the darkest shit I've read, and I'm just thinking, what if I was in that situation? Because no one said anything. Yes, I do need to be told certain things up front. If you don't tell me, I won't notice. And if your cues to me are subtle, you will not get it. You will not get the message across. Do not be subtle, ever. If you have something to say to me that I need to pay attention to, do not be subtle. Seriously, I cannot stand someone that wants to give me a message and they just aren't straightforward about it. Like the hell? How am I supposed to understand what you're saying? Like, you expect me to understand you when you're giving me subtle cues for this and that. But I can't tell. I don't understand. It's a weakness. Either accept it and... Why can't people just communicate with each other normally? Dear God. Why do I have to be panicked about this? Why does it have to bother me? It bothers me because I just don't want to be that one person. I don't want to be that one person. It terrifies me at night. It really does. I cannot handle the thought of being that one person that misses the cue. Like, everyone's dropping hints left and right, and I don't see them. I just miss them over and over, and I'm like, I didn't mean to. It's just you guys weren't direct enough. Seriously. You guys are expecting me to learn something based on tone or some weird subtle statement that other people understand, but I don't. Great. Great. Thanks. I really need to be told shit up front. Unfortunately, I haven't had any nightmares because of this. But some people are just treated like trash because they've got this particular problem. Where, you know, just fucking spell it out. Spell it out! If someone isn't getting the hint, be more direct. They aren't getting the hint. They aren't getting the message. You are being too vague, so say it more directly, please. Because if you have something to say and it's not coming out of your mouth, then who are we supposed to feel bad for? You for not speaking your feelings, or this random person that for some reason sucks at understanding boundaries, but you aren't the one enforcing them. Oh God. I have so many feelings about this kind of thing. Especially after the person that I dated for so long. And I'm gonna be honest, I do not mind talking about my ex. And some people may be like, why? And that's kind of a red flag. Don't you know that? Well, it does seem to be a red flag, but you have to understand that I have a lot of great stories about my experiences with that man. And although they may sound negative, I really love some of those stories. And because they give me something to talk about and laugh about. And the fact he's my ex shouldn't mean jack shit. Honestly. But some people I know are definitely not a fan. But, I mean, it's okay to not be a fan. I mean, I'm not going to judge you for that. But, on the other hand, I really just... I have to be allowed to talk about what leaves my mouth, okay? Like, if something leaves my mouth, I'm definitely more comfortable when I can open up instead of just, oh, Oh, right. Yeah, people think this is a bit of a weird subject. I think that I can think of other weird subjects that I absolutely won't touch. Honestly, I mean, I do know there are certain limits. I'm not going to just touch every weird subject on the planet. I've got some common decency. But I really do have some issues. Let's be real. And now, I seriously just don't understand the thing with the X, though. I mean, it kind of depends on context, right? I mean, if you're just telling a story, then is that really a problem? I mean, people do that all the time with people they know, right? So is it really that strange to discuss something that you've experienced with other people? I mean, I don't have very many friends, or at least you can't confirm that, but it's just, I think that a lot of things that are considered weird in modern society are kind of, what do I talk about instead, then? I don't know. That's how you get weird topics like me rambling about, what was I rambling about that I brought up? That's how you get topics like me talking about the weird, hold on a second, the comment section, yes. That's how you get me talking about weird comment sections and criticism and shit. It's just, I don't know what to say sometimes, so bullshit comes out of my mouth. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? What am I supposed to say about it? I mean, most people aren't really going to judge, but every now and then you'll get that one person that's like, maybe you shouldn't discuss this. And they're not going to elaborate. Okay. If I shouldn't discuss it, then why did you not elaborate on alternatives? And obviously, the solution with some of my problems is get a better social life. I don't want one right now. I mean, yes, I do want to be speaking to people on some level, but I really do not want the kind of social life you may think I need. I really do not care right now. I've got a lot of shit going on and I'm fine with my life as it is. But some people are just like, well, you sound miserable. Yes, but that has nothing to do with my lack of a social life. That's really not my problem. But I can tell you that I live with someone that is the problem. And that person will absolutely not agree with you. She'll just be like, she'll just assume everyone else is the problem, but not her. And you see, I want to learn how to converse better, but honestly, I think I'm starting to just not give a fuck. I mean, giving a fuck is kind of expensive these days. I'd like to stop giving too much of a fuck, you know? But I think you two would just prefer that I stop saying the word fuck. Which, again, I still don't understand, because why? What's wrong with that word? Oh, damn, someone said someone said this weird word, and... Come on, YouTube, really? I mean, I was on your platform when I was how old? I was definitely young. I know that. I can go into ranked, maybe. Okay. Pain! You know, I have felt some pain. I have felt a lot of it. You know, because pain isn't always physical. Some of it is invisible, you know? And that's the kind of pain that most people just don't see. They don't even acknowledge it. They just act like everything's fine because you appear to be fine. Yeah. But how much of that is just someone covering up so they don't look weird? It's gonna be honest about something like feeling miserable when they know that everyone just wants to hear, I'm fine, to every how are you out there. Seriously, no one wants to actually know how your day went. Some person just has to ask you, and because it's how they were trained. It's part of their job. Like, screw whatever, I guess. The customer likes to hear, how are you doing? And yet, I really don't think anyone that's at work should have to deal with that shit. I mean, really? I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna discard this. I know what I'm likely to use in any given duel, and I'm pretty sure I can live without that. Let's see. I'm gonna activate... No. I keep making mistakes, and it's tragic. Not really. After I make a certain number of misplays, people stop thinking it's tragic, and they just want me to learn how to play the game. I'm playing the game. I just attacked directly and I won. I've got wins in ranked. I've gotten plenty of them. Okay, now I said maybe I can go into ranked, so how about I go in there and see who comes up? Wow, 1 gem. Thanks, RNG. What am I gonna do with this 1 gem? Actually, what do I see here? What are my options? I'll just pick one at random. Kind of lazy to say I'm picking at random when I've already picked the selection. Okay, explaining my selection. It was random. Although not really that random when you consider that these two are from the same series. I mean, manga continuity and all that. I mean, is Arcana in the manga? I don't know. I wasn't reading it. I was obsessed, but not obsessed enough, apparently. But seriously, I've been very, very obsessed. It's actually been worse in the past. You may be like, what? Yes, I've actually had worse obsessions in the past. The one with Merrick was by far the worst. I still don't know how that one formed. But, okay, sure. Hello, Selena. By the way, the other Duel Academy does exist. I'm here as the evidence. Thank you. Oh my god, that is so weird. Okay, hold on, it's my turn. I can handle the timer for one, like, 10-minute session. Is that duel even going to be that long? I don't think so. I don't think duels against Selena last 10 minutes. Unless both opponents are just very good. And I'm somewhere... I think I'm decent. I'm not the worst, but you're definitely not going to be very impressed with me in most cases. I would say that a lot of the time that people surrender, they're just sick of my deck. They're sick of my deck, they're sick of my skill. It really has nothing to do with whether or not it's me that's the problem. Although sometimes they only hit surrender when they've lost and I'm in the middle of a combo. So, yeah, I'm pretty decent. I mean, I think I would place pretty nice. I think I would place in raw yellow. if I went to Dual Academy. Though, to be honest, I think red is more my color. And what is more my color is black. Black is definitely my color. But out of the 3 colors that exist at Dual Academy, basically, red is my color. And before I got hooked on black, I wore red a lot. I wore red a lot, seriously. There are witnesses. There are people that saw this. And then things changed and I became obsessed with black for some reason. But I will be honest, white isn't my color. It's never going to be my color. And whoever wants it to be my color can just... Dear God, I've had some of the weirdest conversations. I don't understand why people don't want to hear about them. They're insane. Honestly. Okay, oh God. Do you have anything in your hand? Kiteroid? Or that? There's that card too. Shit. Okay, I don't know how this is going to end up. I really just don't know. Now let's see. I haven't used Neos Fusion, so that's not necessarily good. But I think my opponent is more likely to attack Neos, or even Yubel if my opponent manages to negate Yubel's effect. Do not negate Yubel's effect. If you negate Yubel's effect, I will be enraged. Seriously, don't do it. Yeah, like this game is supposed to be about people listening to every word I say. It's absolutely supposed to be competitive, so they don't listen to what I say. Well, most of my opponents really don't have an option. They can't communicate with me even if they wanted to. The most they have is taunts, and do I ever really get those? Or am I just imagining those? I mean, seriously, sometimes I just wonder, did I see something that was actually there, or am I imagining taunts? Do I imagine taunts into reality? If so, I think something is wrong with my brain. But apparently no one has found anything wrong with it, so, okay. Oh, shit. But what does that card do? Hold on, let me read. When this card is executed, somebody can sell 1 fire formation spell or trap card directly from your deck. Once returned, you can attach 1 exceeds material from this card, negate the effects of all face-up effect monsters currently on the field, except... What? Oh, no. I am not pleased. I am just not pleased at all. Okay, so... Really? Okay, great. Great. This is definitely bad. So, what should I do? Kinda depends on what my... Okay. You just did that to yourself. Yeah, I guess I'm relying on my opponent not reading my cards. I mean, to be fair, when you are attacking a monster with 0 attack and you negated their effect, you aren't necessarily expecting an effect to activate in the graveyard. You're just not. Okay, and that is a one win. I suppose we'll see if I end up in Legend by the end of the week. The end of the week. Yeah, sure. I think I can get there within the next 5 days. It's not gonna take that long, seriously. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. It was definitely a weird video, but I think that's the best I'm going to do when it comes to Mazar and his event. I need to rest my voice in preparation for the next event, because I might have a backlog, but that won't stop me from being on time. At least I will have the videos pre-recorded. So guys, that's going to wrap things up for now. And we'll see how things go during the rerun, won't we now? You're the only character I have to level up now. Good.